All right. Great Sunday morning. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery and with our 15-minute semester that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot with some information, inspiration, and motivation so that you can make the most of each and every day. Hey, welcome, folks. Episode number 423, and we are live from the home office today out here in Helotes, Texas, right outside San Antonio, suburb of San Antonio. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're enjoying your last Sunday of 2024. And that's why, because of that, I wanted to come in and share a little bit of information with you on reflection, right? Sundays, we like to talk about taking the day, taking some time out of the day and thinking of what worked this past week, what didn't work, how can we make adjustments, how can we attack the following week, this coming week, with even more purpose and be able to be on the offensive even more. So right now, I want to talk about why it's important to reflect both on your wins and your losses. And today, really, if you haven't already, been mentioning it for a while now, if you haven't already put your goals together for 2025, you're way behind. So you better get them knocked out today. I would highly encourage you to do that today, but it's important that you reflect on your wins and losses for the past year. What went well in 2024? What didn't? Not just in business, but in life, your health, everything, right? And so we're gonna run through that today, this morning, a little bit as we get into this. But I want to start off with our quote, like we do each and every day. And today, I'm bringing you a quote from Morgan Wooten, who wrote, "Evaluate wins and losses objectively, focusing more on effort and execution than the outcome of the game." So, with that being said, it's not just about whether or not you won or you lost, but what we really should be looking at is how was our effort? How was our execution? Were we on point? Were we not? Most times, if it was a loss, it's because our effort and execution was not there. And that's really what matters, because when we keep talking about consistency and discipline and focus, that consistency, discipline, and focus that we're referring to is all about the effort and about the execution. Sure, you have to have the discipline to have the right attitude. You have to have the right discipline to have the right frame of mind and be able to control your emotions. That's huge as well. But when we're really talking about what moves the needle forward, it's the effort, the work, the execution, the quality of the work. Effort is work. Execution is a quality or lack thereof of that work. And so when you're looking back at 2024, when you start analyzing the major wins and losses, and you might run across some small ones as well that come into your mind or come to mind, take a look at both the work and the quality of work. Was it something that truly made a difference? Was it something that made an impact or not? Right. And so as I start thinking about what we've done in 2024, you're going to come across this if you're doing it objectively, just like Morgan Wooten said. If you're objective about it, you're going to find out that you lost most of the time in the major things. So for those of you that are in manufactured home sales, you had more people tell you no than told you yes. It's just a matter of the game. It's a numbers game. I tell you all the time, 80% of the people that you speak to are not going to buy a home. They're not going to be purchasing. So the majority of what you have are losses. And so when you stop to think on the macro level, on the big stage, right? Big picture of it. Well, which one were the major losses? Which one were the ones that really hurt? Which ones were the ones that maybe you took a deal on, you really felt confident about? It was going to be a great deal, both for the client and for you. And then it didn't happen. It either fell apart or something was missed, or maybe even it was just that the client was bothered by something and decided not to buy from you after all. Maybe they bought somewhere else. Those are the ones that you really need to stop and analyze. You need to stop and think through, okay, what was my execution like? And what was my effort like? What was my work? How did I work this transaction? How did I work this deal? And what was the quality of the work that I put behind it? Where maybe did I drop the ball? And you need to be looking at it objectively. What this means is this: look, it's not about everybody else's fault. Well, the customer didn't do this, and the factory didn't do that, or the bank messed it up over here. No. How did you mess it up? All right. Because it doesn't matter if it's business or it's sports, people, those people that are not truly moving forward, those are the ones that are always looking for excuses. It's always somebody else's fault. Think about it in sports. Well, the refs didn't do this. The refs didn't call this call. Well, you know what? That was one play, right? What about the other 99% of the plays that didn't get called that way? What happened there? Why wasn't the execution there? Why wasn't the effort there? And so when you look at that, and I stop to think things through, we could have picked up a lot more business had we had a little more structured plan to when I was out traveling. When I was out, when I go out and travel to do training classes or do consulting work, we could have been better in our structure to make sure that we were still nurturing the potential leads that we had so that we could get more business. So that's one thing that we definitely have made adjustments to and are continuing to adjust moving into 2025. And then the other thing is, what about with the clients that we did have and that maybe, we could have had some better performance. We could have had some better results. What did we mess up there? And looking at those things, the same way objectively, when you're honest with yourself, you'll be able to figure these things out and be able to come up with a better plan for the coming year, or better plan for the next time you encounter that situation. So more importantly than anything else with all of this is truly being objective, having an open mind, being able to swallow your pride, and just truly analyze this and see, what could I have done better? There's always room for improvement. Last night I was sitting here in the kitchen of the house and going through our numbers from last year. And I've mentioned it to you guys before. We helped over 300 housing consultants, community managers throughout last year to be able to improve the way they go about carrying out their business. And we did extremely well for being in our second year of business, in my opinion. Could it have been better? Of course, it could have been a lot better. But at the same time, it's surprising to see these things when you go back and look at what has actually transpired. So I highly encourage each and every one of you. You don't have to be a business owner, okay? It doesn't matter what it is that you do. I highly encourage you to go back and look at what happened this past year. What was good about it? What was bad about it? And I'm not talking about on the emotional side. Okay, look, those things you have no control over. If there was things that were going on in the world that just were terrible, and they affected you, whether it was mentally, emotionally. Those are things that are beyond your control. I'm talking about focus in at the things that you can control. Your attitude, your effort, your execution, right? Look at those things. Even from the standpoint of your relationships, are they better today than they were at the beginning of 2024? What, if not, why not? What could you have done better, right? What about your health? Is it better today than it was at the beginning of 2024? If not, why not? That's a huge one for me. Huge one for me in that I regressed in my health or my physicality, I guess I should say, not my health. I'm not sick or anything, but that's something that I should have and could have done a whole lot better. And I've made the changes and put things in place to be able to address that a lot better in 2025. But you have to look at those things objectively. You have to be able to be honest with yourself and figure out, where did you mess up? Nobody gives a rat's ass about who else did what, or you need to look at these things and focus on what you can control: your attitude, your effort, your execution. So as you take a look at 2024, your wins, your losses, do it objectively. Be honest with yourself, and then put the plan in place to change it. Put that plan in place so that you can make and take the steps that are going to be needed in order to not have the same outcome, in order to not fall to the same things that you would have in the past, so that you can continue to grow, you can continue to move forward, and then you can continue to be of value, not just to others, but to yourself. Because when you stop to think about it, when you have the right type of work ethic, when you have the right type of quality work behind it, when you have the right attitude, you're going to do great things for other people, but you're also going to be having a great effect on yourself. You're going to be doing things that are going to help you improve, help you change, help you grow. And we all can always grow in some form. So I highly encourage you to get that done and do it. Don't forget, look, we've got, and I'm telling you this just so that you know that it's out there. I'm not sharing this with you as a pitch. I really am sharing this with you so that you've got the opportunity here still for the next couple of days, where we're offering the replay to the Path to Mastery event that we did back a couple months ago. Okay. Actually, a little bit over a month ago. In that Path to Mastery event, we had several people come in. They were speakers. They were great information that they shared. But we also did some workshops on leadership development, time management, professional development, and goal setting. All of that is in that replay. You get the workbook. I highly encourage you that if you haven't done so already, go in, get the replay, and go through that. It's only $49. You'll be able to get it, but it's going to help put you in line to make 2025 a huge year for you. You got to start there. You've got to start with getting a baseline set so that you can start moving forward if you haven't done so already. So I highly encourage you, go to our website, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. You can go to the events tab, and in the events tab, you'll see 2025 Path to Mastery replay. Go ahead and get that and work through it. Reach out to us. Send us a message. We'd be more than happy to help you work through that so that you can get the best out of it and make 2025 your best year yet. But look, it's going to come down to you. Ultimately, it's all about you. And I strongly believe that each and every one of you can do great things, because if I can do something, you can do it. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. So I encourage you, take today to reflect on what went well and what didn't. Not just in your business, but in your personal relationships, in your health, in your spirituality. Take a look at those things and how can you make them better in 2025. So for our last Sunday recharge of 2024, I want to thank each and every one of you that has come in, whether you were part of it, commented, shared it, just viewed it, and hopefully took something from it. I truly 100% am grateful and appreciate your time and appreciate you listening. I know sometimes it's just off the wall type information. But for the most part, we try to make sure that what you're getting from this is something that's going to help you, not just in business, but in your life, just like today. And as we go into 2025, we're going to continue with our 15 Minutes to Mastery. We've got some little revamped things that we're going to be presenting with it. And in 2025, I'm going to let you know as well, is going to be a great year for the Manufactured to Win podcast. We're going to start having guests on the podcast. I'm going to be guests on some different podcasts as well. And we're just looking to make 2025 even bigger and better so that you can take your life, your business, in your career to a whole new level. So, hey, by the way, if you're going to be in Louisville, we're going to be in Louisville as well. So come on by and see us. We're going to be at booths 120 to 122. Also going to be taking part in one of the sessions there as well. I'm very, very humbled and thankful for that opportunity. So we'll be out there. And also don't forget, folks, we've got our Path to Mastery planner. Man, this planner is specifically designed for the manufactured home industry. I took everything from when I was doing what you do on the sales floor, Path to Mastery planner. Okay. This thing right here is going to make your life so much easier. You'll be able to track your deals, your all stages of the pipeline. You'll be able to have in front of you what are your main tasks from your deal reviews, your whole schedule for the day, marketing, your calls made, people spoken to, appointments set, all of this just to track on a daily basis so that you can take your career to a whole new level as well, being more organized and planning out your day. So go on to our website. Right there, you'll find the information right on the home screen, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. You can get your copy and you can save yourself some money right now by being part of the first 100 orders. We just launched this earlier this week, a couple of days ago. So go on out there, get some more details. There's a whole page on it. You can see everything that comes with it so that you can be at your best in 2025. You guys have a great Sunday. All right. Enjoy your time with your family if you get that opportunity today, but also take some time to plan out the week ahead, the year ahead, and let's go make things happen. You guys have a great day. We'll be talking soon. And until then, I can't wait to meet you.